More TNA stars have shown up in NXT. More WWE stars could be heading to Pro Wrestling Noah. SmackDown has a new commentator, and Finn Balor has revealed the length of his new contract. Welcome to Wrestling Republic News, your daily show which brings you all the non-dirt sheet wrestling news in the time that it takes for you to drink your morning coffee. Let's kick things off with last night's episode of NXT because TNA stars Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel showed up on the show. They reunited the Rascals faction alongside Wesley. In case you don't know, these three were formerly a faction in TNA back in the day and were last together in 2020 just before Wesley and Zachary Wentz left TNA to join NXT. Of course, Zachary Wentz was later released by WWE, but now with the prohibited portal, TNA stars can go to NXT and vice versa, so it appears we have the Rascals back once again. TNA star Joe Hendry also showed up on the show to team up with Trick Williams to defeat Shawn Spears and Ethan Page in the main event. And it was safe to say that Joe Hendry was easily the most over guy on that show last night, right? This guy has the entire pro wrestling industry in the palm of his hand right now. Right before the appearance, Joe Hendry took to Instagram to post a picture of John Cena with the "last time is now" towel that he had, of course, at Money in the Bank the other day. Fans are speculating what this could mean. Could it mean that this was the last time we're going to see Joe Hendry in NXT? Could it mean that he's leaving TNA? Or could it mean that he wants to face John Cena on his retirement tour? If we do get to see Joe Hendry versus John Cena, we need the Doctor of Thugonomics back. We need a rap battle versus a song. I mean, that would just be absolutely epic. But on the topic of the prohibited portal, to play devil's advocate, is this TNA WWE partnership really beneficial for TNA long term? Sure, for now they have their logo, their name, their top stars, all on WWE television. That's huge promotion for them. That's hugely beneficial. But long term, what if these stars start going to WWE? And Jordan Grace has already teased it. While TNA are sending their top stars to WWE are only sending a few young prospects to TNA. And don't get me wrong, I love the fact the young stars are going to TNA. It helps their development, it gets them experience, it's great, and I really like it. But WWE need to be sending some big names too, because if they carry on like this and they don't send these big names, I'm really questioning if TNA are going to end up regretting this partnership. I mean, after all, we've all seen what's happened with AEW and New Japan, and New Japan is now drained of all of their top names. On the topic of the prohibited portal, Noah Vice President Naomichi Marufuji has revealed in an interview with Planeta Wrestling that he would love to see more WWE stars step into the Noah ring. Marufuji is set to take on AJ Styles at Noah Destination this Saturday in a match which I'm so excited for, and it is certainly going to be a dream match and an absolute banger. Marufuji also expressed interest in sending over Noah stars to WWE, but did admit that they'd probably need a little bit more training first. What other WWE stars would you like to see compete in Pro Wrestling Noah? Let me know in the comments down below. WWE star Shayna Baszler's opponent for Bloodsport 11 has been announced. She'll be taking on Miyu Yamashita in a match which I'm really excited for. I mean, Shayna Baszler in Bloodsport is just a perfect fit, isn't it? I mean, these crossovers with, promotions such as Bloodsport, and that's not really technically even a promotion, it's just part of GCW. I think that makes a lot of sense because obviously it's just a series. It's not like they're sending talent both ways. It's just WWE stars are going over there to help, to do some things that they enjoy, and just to help, keep the wrestling industry alive. And I'm really enjoying it, and I cannot wait to see Shayna Baszler back in Bloodsport after her great performance at Bloodsport 10. Now back to NXT, because Cedric Alexander has officially rejoined the NXT brand. On last night's episode, he had a meeting with NXT General Manager Ava Raine where he agreed terms to return to the Black and Gold brand. Cedric has barely been used on the main roster since the Hurt Business split up, so a change of scenery I'm really hoping will mean that he gets used more. To me, one of the highlights of this current era of NXT is the fact that veterans can come down from the main roster to work in NXT. I think it helps the younger talents while also, really establishing a really fun show on Tuesday nights. It gives these veterans who might not have anything currently going on the main roster an opportunity to still be on TV, and I think that's great as well. Ashante the Adonis later walked in, so seemingly he's on his way back to NXT as well. Cedric and Ashante, we know they've worked as a tag team on the main roster. Could we see them as a tag team in NXT? I'd certainly all be for that. AEW star Eddie Kingston has officially taken to Twitter to reveal that he has undergone surgery. He had suffered a torn ACL and meniscus injury during his match against Gabe Kidd in May at New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence. Following the surgery, the recovery time is up to 10 months. So we really do wish Eddie Kingston a speedy recovery. Hopefully we can see him in the ring before then, because undoubtedly he has missed on AEW Dynamite. In an interview with What's the Story, Finn Balor has revealed that his new WWE deal is 5 years. He signed the deal shortly after celebrating 10 years with WWE. So this means by the time this deal is up, he will have been with WWE for 15 years, which of course is extremely impressive. What's even more impressive is that Finn Balor is currently 42. So by the time the deal ends, he will be 47. I mean, could this be the last contract we see him sign? Very possibly. But ultimately, the real question is, in the next 5 years, will he finally have a proper World Championship title run? I really hope so. I have my fingers crossed for him because, I mean, that Universal title heartbreak at SummerSlam 2016, I mean, it's still so sad. I really, really hope that he does get one world title run because he deserves it. And last but certainly not least today, we have the news that in case you missed it yesterday, Joe Testator will be making his way to WWE and will be joining the SmackDown announce team alongside Wade Barrett and Corey Graves. Testator currently works for ESPN and has called college football, boxing, and very famously the Fight Night Champions boxing game. If I was to describe his style for people who don't know him, I'd almost just describe him as a slightly calmer version of Mauro Ranallo, and I think he is such a great get for WWE. I really do. I think this could be hugely successful for them. We've seen him do interviews with WWE talents while he's been at ESPN, but we've never seen him call a wrestling match before. So hey, it might take a little bit of, a little bit of time for him to get used to, but hopefully once he's up and running, he's going to be a great get for WWE. Anyway, that's all the news for today, and if you did enjoy, please hit that like button, leave a thumbs up, and subscribe down below for daily wrestling news, podcasts, and more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!